count on. And trust me, today I am all smiley because number one, the roads are absolutely free, less people. And then number two, the weather is super amazing. It rained all through the night, and trust me when I say I had a very good sleep, and I almost did not make it to the studio this morning, but glory to God, we're seated right here. It's a very good day. And of course, the 9th of April 2024. I hear a lot of people saying that, the month is moving pretty fast again, but I mean, anything to just get past 1 month into another month, it's also amazing as well. And it's the holidays, guys. I hear it's going to be 4 whole days, and now I'm jealous because Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, come on, you guys are having way too much fun out here. But anyways, I am jealous. I'm going to admit that fact, but I'm happy that you guys get to have the desired rest because I mean, it's time to rest. We all have been going through the ups and the downs and the hot weather. So this weather just completely complements the entire season we're in. We're celebrating, and then of course, the weather is calm enough. Now, all those people who want to be doing what they call it in house, they call it yawo. When they sala yawo, you people will wear your Regan sala and then you're out there doing your normal yawo with your kwalea. Don't worry, I know these things. But anyways, it's a good time. The weather is quite friendly for all of that. Excuse me. Now I sound rusty because I'm excited. But anyways, it's Martha right here, and I will be hanging out with you from the hour of 10 to the hour of 2. Now, you know what happens here in the studio on Tuesdays is the General Open Banters, where we get to talk about any and everything. Nigeria is a very beautiful place, and I've been hearing that the prices of food are drastically reducing. I can tell you for noodles because I was super excited when that tiny 100 naira they added before they removed it again. I was super excited for noodles, but I don't know about other commodities and other food stuff here in Nigeria. But we'll be having that conversation here in the first hour. Now, the second hour, which is our latest edition on the Midday Extra show, is Civic Matters. And last week we did talk about the reason for the low turnout of youth participation in political activities in the country. Now, for the longest time, we have been quite absent from the political scene because we're more like, this is not our business. We don't have to talk about this. Our parents will do the watching of the NTA and all of those, TV stations for us. Our parents will, listen and then update us on that. But now we're starting to see people who are politically inclined and people who are getting more interested in talking about these issues. Now, the Civic Matters will let us know how we can legally, actively participate in political activities here in the country. If we say we are the leaders of tomorrow and we know absolutely nothing about tomorrow, which we are hoping to occupy, I mean, that's a wasted effort. So yes, the Civic Matters will be coming up right here, and we'll be having this conversation. The third hour for today is now where we get to talk about the artists that we love, Artist Corner. These people have taken out time to entertain us time and again, giving us hits back to back. And yes, we'll be talking about one more artist on that show today. Please keep it locked in. And then the final hour is the no gray areas, where we get to play games or we get to answer the questions using a yes or a no. That being said, my time here in the studio will be up until Benedicta Henshaw comes right up and takes you onto the sunny side. Hopefully it doesn't sun today, but anyways, whatever it is, she'll be at the sunny side waiting right there for you guys. And I'm not alone in the studio. I managed to drag Uduak Daniels, the magic voice on radio. Yes.
Martha, you're really outstanding today. You're very much outstanding, and it seems as though this reduction in prices of foodstuff is looking good on you.
It's only noodles I bought, but
you mentioned noodles, man.
Yeah, it's just noodles. But anyways, the weather is favorable.
Right.
It's easy to look beautiful when the weather is supporting it. You don't expect me to put on makeup and be sweating all through. But anyways, the weather just supports beauty this morning. Take it from me. And anyways, that is about it for the Midday Extra show today. But yes, keep it locked in with us. Let's catch our breath for a little bit. You sure know that we have quite an amazing one hanging right here for you. It's not going anywhere. We'll be right back.
Playing the best music from yesterday, today, and tomorrow. This is 102.
Eagles 102.3.
a ruling on that one. And right, you're tuning to Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. This is your radio experience you can count on. It's 20 minutes gone past the hour of 10, and it's officially time for the general open banters. So right, I said that we have gotten reports, or we've been hearing for a couple of time now, that the prices of food have drastically reduced in the marketplace. I have heard a lot of people make, and just I was speaking to a friend in Lagos, and she was talking about how actually she did buy certain things at a reduced price, or at a better price, she said, unlike what we used to get in the last couple of weeks. So I might be putting her on the phone to tell us exactly what she bought and how these prices have reduced. But also, if you have bought anything and you think that the prices of things here in the city of Abuja have drastically reduced, please, would love to hear from you. I mean, let's get it first hand from you and hear about that. But Uduak, have you had anything reducing your area?
For me,
I don't think so. I don't
Nothing?
think so. Yeah.
Nothing?
From me, no, not. Maybe food.
Do you cook? That's the question. Do you cook?
Right, that's the question. So yeah, that's why it's gonna be pretty hard for me to determine that, because the price of food has not reduced.
Please, we don't need bachelors on this one. We need people who actually cook.
The price of food is not reduced. So
Yeah.
yeah. But then I've heard one or two persons also talk about is it salt? Yeah, the pack of salt has come down a bit, maybe by 15
Salt.
naira. Yeah, by
That's
15
one of the
naira.
most insignificant food stuff.
My dear.
Because you know why?
Why?
You buy one, it will take you months. But like you said, finish now.
Because you're not one who eats salt.
Salt, okay.
Yeah, there are some people
Probably.
who, if they don't put salt in that food, man.
That's risky. That's risky.
It's
That's
risky,
risky,
but we
guys.
have to put it out there. Yeah, it's quite risky though. So please reduce your intake of salt.
salt.
But that being said, we can as much as also attributed to the fact that the dollar is the naira is gaining, against the dollar, and the CBN governor is doing what he can.
And we must give him that credit, because we're not all about criticism.
No, constructive criticism.
Constructive.
That's what we're looking at.
Yeah. For any government to even work properly,
Sure.
you need constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Now, not in a way that you're yelling or you're using offensive languages towards the people who lead you. It does not reflect it doesn't reflect a commendable personal leadership, because if you lead yourself properly, you'd know that there are certain things that you shouldn't say, and there are certain utterances that you shouldn't make towards another person.
Exactly.
So, yes, we encourage as much as possible. If you want to criticize, do so constructively, because every government, of course, do need criticism to what?
But one thing I want to reduce, because perfume. I like perfume. Perfumes.
They should reduce the
y'all
prices
should
of
reduce
perfumes.
it, especially y'all that are making it here.
But the problem is, the thing is, well, anyways, let food
Costly,
reduce
Let
first.
food
When the
reduce
food
first.
reduces,
Look at
and
these
then
other things can
yeah.
go.
Now, we've had a couple of times here where Elder Onoja particularly has
Yes.
said the Nigerian police force is the best anywhere in the world, and
And not a lot of people are taking
not
that
a lot of
seriously.
people agree to that. They say he always says that Nigerian police is the best police anywhere in the world. That
Right.
they can function. All they need is to have the basic amenities and all of that. So just yesterday, we saw reports that Nigerians jubilate as the Nigerian police force emerges best at the U.S. training program.
No.
in Jordan.
Where is our Bagamo? Let us Bagam this one.
They emerge best. They are the best.
Yeah.
That program that they went for a training
Yes.
in Jordan in the US,
Wow.
and Nigerian police emerged the best at that training. Now these are officers of the force, and they emerged the best in the US special program for Embassy Augmentation Response Team mission at Jordan. Now, the training, which was designed to enhance the team's skills in responding to various emergencies and tactical situations, was conducted by the U.S. Navy SEALs and covered a wide range of topics, including several tactical drills and assessments, ensuring a well-rounded and thorough learning experience. And then we see that our Nigerian police force emerged the best. So congratulations to them.
Congratulations.
We hope
Congratulations, right.
that we see
It will sit
these
down.
things,
Okay.
So because if they go out there and they're doing extremely well with their performances and all of that, it then means that we probably need to create a more conducive environment for them here so that they'll be able to carry out their responsibilities.
What it just tells you is that the system and structure that supports the Nigerian police in Nigeria, within our own soil, is faulty. And that we need to do something. I mean, there has been quite a number of persons who have called out, CSO organization, even the NSARS, protest at the time was also about this all, liberation for the Nigerian police, as well as justice, and all of that. But then, doesn't it bother you? And I'm sure it bothers you too, listening, to the sound of our voices now. I mean, the fact that we will go outside the country, we will do so good.
Well, and when we come back,
it's almost as if they put off the lights.
Do you know, it's not just about the police force, even our personal decorum. Even how we behave. You go out there, you see a Nigerian man behaving
it's like
himself.
A transformed person.
So I just think it's more about the environment.
Right.
And the conduciveness of that environment than the people.
Well, not just the conduciveness. It's not, Nigeria is also somewhat conducive. But then to add to the conduciveness, which I agree with you, would be the place of the system. What system runs? What system runs there? So if you saw somebody who is walking on the roadways and maybe munching on something, which I really rarely think that happens like that outside. But if that happens and the person throws it in a trash can, but because there's a trash can,
yes,
there is.
That's why I say the environment and the conditions should be conducive enough.
Yeah.
Remember one time we were talking here on the National Ethics and Core Value segment of the show. We were saying that. If you want people to obey the traffic lights, then make it easy for people to obey the traffic lights.
That's it.
If you want people to obey the law, make it easy for people to obey the law. Because yesterday we were talking about drug abuse here, and then someone calls in and says, I don't think you're in this country, because if you're in this country,
a female,
I heard. I don't think if you're in this country, you know that the situation is so terrible that you have to resort to, I try to discourage as much as possible people resorting to crime, because that's not the only way out. I don't want to believe that that's the only way out, But also, if the environments do not support this, I think we'd see less people do these things.
Right.
So, anyways, that's it. And now, moving on to other stories we have lined up for today. Now, we see also that there's been an impeachment, and we have been talking about it right here on air, about the disagreement between governors and state governors, and all of these things. Now, this is not about apportioning blames, but it's about the working conditions.
Definitely.
The working conditions between both parties. How conducive is it? Because today it appears that we're talking about conducive environment. Now, we will not go into all of the details of what happened, what didn't happen, what has happened, or what went wrong, who did wrong. Would not be going into all of those conversations. Now, the conversation for today is, why do we keep seeing some level of insubordination from deputies to their heads? Now, when I was trying to find out about this, I saw that the impeachment of the Edo State deputy governor is about the 17th deputy governor to be impeached since Nigerian civil returned to rule in 1999. Sure. This is about the 17th time a deputy governor is being impeached. Now, some people say this development call for a stronger constitutional backing for deputy governors in the country to reserve the sanctity of their offices and democracy as a whole. We're now in a country where people tend to get drunk by power, and then in a bid to want to do these things, to be able to look out for your state, in a bid to want to look out for the people of your state, you might be overlooking the responsibility of another person, which might be the deputy, which of course might be the reason why we constantly see that these deputies are being impeached, because number one, they don't agree on same vision. Remember, if two people don't agree, they cannot work together.
That's right.
And if I don't share my visions with you, right, we will not be able to work together, and will not be able to forge ahead, because it's important that we understand that our vision is unified, so that we know that we're working towards a common goal. It's the same thing as an organization. You employ someone who does not understand the vision of the organization, it's going to be a problem.
That person becomes a flat tire.
It becomes a flat. And what leaves me confused here? People pick their deputies.
That's it.
So how do you pick your deputy and then fall out with that person in the course of this carrying out your responsibilities?
Most of the time, Martha, just I'm glad that we're talking about human angles right now. Yeah? Most of the time is about the fact that human beings, first of all, are dynamic. We're dynamic beings, right? At one point, we are believing to this ideology. At another point, man, it's like a sharp change, and you're like, I thought I knew this person. I thought we were, on this together. I think that's where the fallout is really coming from, right? Where people are having even a gender, right? But then they are combusted together as though they are friends to work, but they're having different, ideologies. And then these ideologies have they've not had the responsibility to sit together and saying, okay, let's see how we can
solve that, put together our differences aside
and see how we can work, and then bring your ideology, right? I don't want to go all gospel on you, but the place that says come let us reason together. So that's the point. Let us reason together. What is that ideology you have? What is my idea? Let's see how we can
what can we take out?
Good. What can we take out? That's the thing.
And see, it takes us back to the conversation we always will have here on the General Open Banters.
Right.
It's not about you. It's about us.
It's us.
Because it's not about you. It's about us, all of us together. So I'm not making a decision that is comfortable for me or convenient for me alone. I'm not making or setting aside a policy or anything that is convenient for my family alone or your family alone. We're doing what is convenient for all of us together. So when we are able to look at it from your perspective, look at it from mine, look at it from everybody's perspective, we now see that we are operating in a very balanced system. And then frictions might reduce. There might still be frictions as well.
There might be, but there is how many? I'm telling you, how many comes in, Martha? I tell you the truth. See, the truth is, if you and I have our differences, but we decide to put it aside, and then try to harmonize our ideologies together, there is harmony.
There is
in
harmony.
fact, it gets to a point where our differences almost become insignificant.
Because we now know that it's not about me.
It's not about me.
There are many times when you're working with people and you're like, see, it's not about me. It's about getting this done. So how do we get this done? So people don't look at public offices as private properties. And this is where some of these disagreements might come from. It's a public office. It's our public responsibility. It's not my personal responsibility. So I might not have the monopoly of knowledge to make the decisions entirely.
In fact, you will not. It's not you might not.
You will not.
Because nobody is an island of knowledge.
And this is why we have a lot of this cabinet. This person here, local government chairman, senators representing this district, so that all of these people will bring their perspective of things together, and then we'll have a common agreement. What is workable for myself, every local government, and every district
and then
as well.
In the end, you discover that, at the long run, the goal is, to achieve a vision, right? And then it's all about you in the end again. Because it still comes back to you. If everybody's happy, then you are happy.
The credit goes to you. Let's just take a look at the Alex OT now.
Look
at the Alex OT now.
Yes.
Now, we all know that power plant, it was not from his personal pocket.
He initiated himself,
It was someone else. Someone else, a private, an individual. But again, one of the greatest qualities of a leader is the ability to harness resources that are at his disposal. And resources, my people resources. Human beings are also resources.
That's right.
If you are able to harness all of these resources together for the common good of your state, the credit comes back to you. Regardless of who contributes, you are the figurehead. So it is even to your advantage to make it work.
Okay, so for you also listening right there, it also means that, look, how much are you harnessing, the resources around you.
To you.
That's the thing. That's the thing. It's not about complaints. We complain too much and we make excuses too much, man.
Anyways, let's get to the point where we take your reactions to these conversations. So it's not just myself and Uduak talking here. So the numbers to call are 090-7353-0044. Hello, good morning to you.
Master, golden voice on airway.
Good morning, Mr. Sonny.
It's not only Uduak that has a golden voice. You also have a golden voice.
I know you. Well, thank you. She does. Thank you. Appreciate that. She does.
Any day I did not hear Master voice on Airways, it looks as if my day has not been
Oh my
completed.
god! Oh my god! That means a lot.
The way she's
So
doing
thank you,
32s.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Keep the good work going. It's only God that will reward you.
Amen. Thank you so
Amen.
much.
Edward, my friend, you know, we should be gender
Amen.
equality, so don't be offended.
You shouldn't be offended. He needs to be gender sensitive.
It's okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, far too kind.
So
Understood.
back to the discussion. Yesterday matter, I went to market myself.
Okay.
Honestly, I sympathize with my wife
Wow.
because the little money I drop for her, whenever I comes back, I eat balanced diet. I eat fish and meat.
Wow.
Yesterday, when I went to the market, I wanted to cook rice because I was not having rice in my house. I needed to buy 2 mudu. Good rice, filtered rice
Okay.
in my area in Masaka is 2,400. They have 2,200. They have 2,000. They have 180.
Okay.
Then I take a walk to the fish section. I marvel. Common shower that then is what I am 1,500 naira. The last price woman told me for shower was 750 naira shower.
700.
When I went 750 shower, when I am shower, once you take away the egg, the fish is gone.
Yeah.
The only thing that makes shower look big because they have plenty of egg.
Mm.
So I decided to go to the castor section. The bigger size I lifted up, the woman told me the last price is 1,500. So when I finished, I went to meat section. I wanted to buy 1 kilo. They told me 1 kilo, because I'm a regular customer, is 4,800 naira for 1 kilo of meat. Then you go to the vegetable aspect. They just cut 3 or 4 pieces of stick, tie it together and sell it 100 naira. So I don't know what the lady said is cheaper in her area, and she should call and tell us her area so that we'll come and get those things in stock, because I took it myself. I made a list of rice just to cook just at stew. It's running to 11,000. I resorted to cook soup. The soup cost me 9,300 naira, just small pot of soup. That will take us just for stew. So I now ask myself, which magic my wife is using? How is she coping with this little money I'm keeping for her? And she's giving me diet with fish and meat every day. So if she come back, I ask her the secret because she traveled to the village. She lost her head.
Oh, we're sorry about that.
I've been visiting market, so I know the price of market. Then you talk about provision. Okay, noodle that left from 130 to 500, now come back to 400 naira. Is there a reduction? Yeah? Is there a reduction?
There's 100 naira reduction, Sonny the Prince.
Yeah?
There's a 100 naira reduction. Come on, it's gradually. Let's celebrate that.
Something that flipped from 130, 150 to 500. Later, now people now disease for me. Immediately rose to 500. I stopped eating noodles in my house. When they realize they're not making sales again, people are not patronizing them again. They're forced to bring it down to 400 naira.
Okay.
I told them I will not buy you until you guys are able to come back to at least 250.
Okay.
Because the 400 naira is still higher on my own side.
All right.
Now I have a battalion. At least one second of me will take me just 3 weeks in my house. Because as they go, they parboil, they eat 7 as they go. So I'm exporting in the packet. So how many days will it take?
All right.
Stay high on my own side. I cannot take away almost 19,000 to go and buy noodle of just some month back was about 4-5. So I don't know the area the price of things has dropped. I don't know the area.
All right.
Because now kilo of meat is about 2,000 naira. Now it has risen to 5 to 4 each. If anybody can correct me if I'm not, because this is just what I witnessed on Sunday.
All right. All right. Thank you. So that we can.
Loaf of bread now is 1,700 naira.
All right. Let's just cut that so that we can have as many people as possible contribute to that. But I mean, that's from her angle, and we'll be putting her on the line so that we can, have different perspective to these things. Hello. Good morning to you.
Hello.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning. Mata, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
My name is GB.
All right, GB, it's good to have you. So talk to me.
If you look at it, the price of things are really coming down. It's not yet in all the places. Are you hearing me?
Yes, we're with you.
Hello?
Yes, we're with you. We can hear you.
The price of items are reducing.
Okay.
Like electronics, it's already reflecting. I'm into ICT. I mean, the distributors have really bring down their price, and we also have reduced our prices. So when it comes to commodity, things import in container. You know, by the time you import in container, it takes like 3 or 4 months before it reaches Nigeria. So those who have used dollars to import about a month ago, and it gets to Nigeria in the next 1 or 2 months, they will not want to reduce the price. Until somebody now bring the price, I mean, they kind of bring the market forward and say, okay, I want to sell at the delivery price. If not, they want to sell off all those one imported using the dollar price of 1,006, 1,007 before they now go to the rest of it. So if you want to see the really effect, it will like July, August before you can really see marginal reduction. In some items are already reducing. Now come to the issue of police. Our police, by training, they are very good. The environment is influencing them, which is we ourselves as in Nigeria. Let me tell you today, go to a bigger traffic light, you will see that people that beat traffic lights are the most educated. The people are the not beating traffic lights. But do they do that under the country? No. They obey the law. They obey traffic lights. When you come to Nigeria, in Abuja here, you somebody in you are ahead of him. He will be pressing one to leave the way for me. I want to go. Why you are stopping because that is so right. That is because of the environment where we are. But when we go outside there, we are good Nigerians. We obey the law. So I'm saying that the people of police in Nigeria is not because they don't know what is to be done. It's because of the environment where they are. Because number one, there's no punishment as I to say for all their evil. Number two, we accommodate them because they also do the same thing. Then the issue that you now raise that's the last another thing that I talk about. That was the issue of
all right, so let's just cut it. You can maybe send a message.
If they keep them in the environment, pay them good salary, and give them the right equipment, I think we can get the best from our police.
All right, thank you so much, GB, for that contribution there. Just reiterating what we said,
Right.
Exactly. Conducive environment, and all of that. Let's keep it moving. Hello, good morning to you.
Mata.
Hi, so good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
All right, let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, I'm fine. Mata. Let me say the prices of things have actually at least a bit reasonable now compared to last month and all that.
Okay.
But I really want you to let me ask, what is the color of these two products? What is their problem? You see sewer water?
No. You can't call brands.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I have to quote it today. You see, some of them just choose to take advantage of what is going on. They choose not to reduce. Instead, they are increasing money every day. Yeah. Other ones, honest, they are being reasonable. At least the prices have dropped.
Okay.
At least kudos to them.
Okay.
But some, I don't know. Let me not say it. Just like you said, I shouldn't mention.
Yes, that's free advert. But anyways, thank you so much, So. And yes, we're hopefully going to try to find out why that is. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, Martha.
Hi, Selassie. Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you doing today?
It's Udo Daniel still there.
Yes, he is.
Selassie, feels good to hear your voice again.
What happened to the other second line? It has been ringing and you guys have not been picking it. That's 888 or something like that.
Well, we're sorry. It's been it's ringing. Just everything is ringing, so we just have to regulate.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. Everything is coming down. They tell dogs said that they do party for their house. They say make you see them for ground. They say, the people wear new clothes and they have been dancing. They have been doing party. They say make us see them for ground. I'm not a prophet of doom. As I always say, the elections have come and gone, and the government has been in power, so we support them. When you go to the market, they don't ask which political party are you. So that will be APC, PDP, Labour Party, and so on and so forth. The electricity tariff doesn't know political party. We're saying Pandio, we are all into it together. So these are the things. Then come to the issue of this deputy governor and governor. Honestly, can two work together according to the book of Amos? Except that they have an agreement.
Agree.
So these are the things. The government talk here, see, your side don't become governor 2 times. And the other side have become governor 2 times. So it's left for the other side to be governor. He said no, they can't truncate his ambition. And you know what is happening? And you know most of these governors are powerful governors. They control the national, they are take out of assembly. They protect them. That is why they allocate extra to themselves the way they want. And with the national assembly, they protect them. They have no objections. Whatever they say yes, sir. You remember what happened between Kwankwaso and Ganduje? Ganduje was a deputy to Kwankwaso, and Kwankwaso decided to support him. What happened? Even when Ganduje become the governor, they started fighting. So these are the things. Unless they have an agreement, I'm telling you, all these things will keep recurring. These are the things. Thank you for giving me the privilege.
Thank you
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I greet you.
Yeah, greeting you. All right. Thank you so much, Salasi, for joining us on the show. Maybe we quickly put the lady who, did confirm that. Let's get from another part. Sure. This is in Lagos, Nigeria. Sure. So we can see, if actually the prices of food is reducing. Because some are saying, nothing is going down. Some are saying, it's actually reducing. So we need to get from different perspectives. Remember, we said it's important to understand from both sides of the story. So yes, we're trying to get her on the line to see now what the situation is. But for Lagos State, we already did hear that they have like a discount market. Sure. Before now, they had a discount market where you go when you go to get something. If you get it at say 200 naira in this market, here you'd be getting it, a bit less. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Please, are we on the line with Damilola Owoshui?
Yes, you are.
All right. Thank you very much for joining us. You're live on radio here at Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja.
Okay.
All right. Quick one. Much. So yes, we hear that you confirmed that the prices of things have started to reduce in the market. Can you just please run us through that for a bit?
Okay. Yesterday, when I got back from work, I decided to go to shop for some foodstuffs for my house.
Okay.
And when I got there, because I usually go there to buy things like rice, beans, oil, and the rest.
Okay.
And when I got there, and the guy told me that things have reduced, so he told me the new prices of things, like normal oil that you could get for like 1,400. That's like 1.4. So it is now 1,000. Then the rice has gone down to like 800 because rice was like 1,003 for like a dairy cow. Okay. And like a lot of things has really, really gone down. I was actually surprised because I didn't have plans to even buy much foodstuffs yesterday. But when he told me that the prices has really reduced, I was really, really happy because it was commendable. Okay. But I want to believe that with the prices of dollar going down now, so foodstuffs should the prices should reduce as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, Udok.
What would you like to say to Nigerians at a time like this? I mean, especially the fact that we've been going through tough times and all of that. Many people are going through, the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
How would you like to advise, our fellow compatriots?
Okay, I would say Nigerians should be patient. Because I believe things are going to change. It's just a gradual thing. It's not magic. It's not rocket science.
Exactly.
So I believe everything will get better with time. Yes, it will.
All right. Thank you so much, Damilola Owoshui, for joining us on the show today. Welcome. We really appreciate this contribution. Right, there you have it, guys. The key word here is patience. And like she said, it's not rocket science and it's not magic, But if there's 100 naira reduction, it means that something can actually reduce. It means something can be done. Remember, this is Nigeria, where what goes up never comes down.
Well,
we see it many times. Right. Transportation doubles, triples, and even if the situation or even if the the policy or whatever that caused that increase is being reversed, we see that we still have to buy at that rate because we adjust to things, whether they're good or not. We know how to adjust to some of these things. But again, the key word here is patience, and that's exactly what she has to say. Maybe we take a few messages here, and okay, let's take this call and then we go to a few messages. Hello, good morning to you.
Oh, what is my call today?
You're not my friend again, BB Blessing.
I thank God my namesake Undrak is there with you.
I'm here.
Now we did you drunk.
You're not my friend again, Blessing.
BB Blessing, what happened between you and Martha?
You know, we got said our name is.
You're not my friend. That's the truth, Blessing.
Anything that concerns matter equals to Matthias. How are you?
I'm fine, Blessing.
That was loud.
You are just happy for the goat meat, for the cow that our president bring for you, ba? And my brother Salasi, a man of market, for bring for you. Nah. Remember me, oh.
No problem. Blessing, you are in the market here in Abuja.
Okay.
Hello.
Thank you for the issue of market.
Yeah.
At least now we start for Abuja yesterday.
Yeah.
I go to the market yesterday.
Okay.
My brother, I don't know whether anything they happen for Lagos, it go happen for you.
Okay.
We not be happy, or if me I get, I go be happy say yes, I get that. I want to reach everybody.
Of course.
If price of Lagos it go down, then we see for Abuja here. And if in Abuja you say anything that goes up, we no go come down, then we break and say it must come down. And in me, where I dey for Abuja, I represent all human beings in this head, both man, both youth, both women, both girls. I dey all weather. I want to beg our president. One, if he want to do us well, may he bring the price of fair come down. I go market yesterday, every day I'm going to Otako market here, I will not tire and I will not tire to check price of tea. Nothing go down for Abuja here. Everybody can know it. If you go now, go for 200 naira. I'm not sure say you go school and you feed drink the water, nothing will come out. Make this thing go down. Dollars don't go down, but naira the high for price of tea for market here. People they are suffering. Bread where we they buy, see how they reduce the price of the bread. Now just go tell refinery where they say they work now. Now people they tell her now see how much you go take sell, which is not be so. Spaghetti now, how much I tell you now, the Indomie agreement is 900 naira with the buyer. One 1,800 naira now with the buyer yesterday. Come and see ice block now with the sell for you now. Now what other they say ice block now they tell you. Even though you break with 800 naira, they say no. Now I go market yesterday. Carton of Indomie mineral now it don't increase. Big crate of mineral go buy yesterday. It's 4,700 now. I tell buyer we go pay for wheelbarrow. Now me go tell now as they sell, as they tell you if you reduce, I go tell you. The plastic code now so they go high. Not so now this one now people they eat. Nothing goes down for Abuja here. May they open border for Lagos. May they open Lagos border for us. Rice you go surplus. May our president two things now. I beg our president if they hear us border may open up for Lagos. May open border for everywhere. And may free fuel come down for us. May just go say, I know say na money say they do the business. May not allow person to tell us how much you go sell for. Now we go tell our common man how much we need when you go sell for us.
All right.
Don't listen for another person.
Thank
Please,
you.
listen for president, listen for us. Now we get that.
All
God
right.
bless you. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you. God bless Nigeria. God bless you. God bless you. BB Blessing as well. But some people in Abuja also have said that some prices have been reduced. I can confirm that for noodles because you get it. I noticed that there was like 100 naira if you're buying in pieces, because ever since the price got increased, like a carton is about 19,000. And we were getting it for about 69,000 before, so it's over like a 10,000 naira increase. So you'd now buy one. I noticed that there's like 100 naira reduction in the price of that one. So truthfully, I can tell for a fact that noodles have reduced by 100 naira. So I'm guessing that it would go gradually, because some people stocked at the old price, and it will not be fair that you have them sell at the new price because the dollar has reduced, and so they'll be running at a loss. You get that? So when they finish up this stock, they obviously will return to what they've been selling before. So yes, we implore everyone to be as patient as possible in doing that as well. Let's take this message. It says, good morning, Martha and UD. This is
Good
James
morning.
from Suleja. Good morning to you.
That's right.
He says the truth is most governors do not want ambitious deputies. The fallout between governors and their deputies have always emanated from the deputies not seeing ambitions of becoming governors.
That's right.
The real question should be, why do most governors resort to appointing anyone else but their deputies to succeed them? Anyways, it's just from a place of not wanting them to continue beyond the 8 years they have served as governors. How many deputies have transitioned from deputies to governors? They'd rather pick their chief of staff or anyone else from their cabinet. Oh, I forgot about our police. You see those ones who go to foreign missions and go outside the country, you won't see them anywhere on the roads or in our regular police stations. And now, this one also says,
Where then do we find them?
where do we find them,
Where do we find them if they're not in our regular police stations and all of that? I think we find them, they're still here. The only thing is, just like you said, we rightfully, put out there, the culture in practice is what now determines the effectiveness of these, police who have been, well tutored and mentored and schooled, or who've gained exposure.
Yeah.
So when they come back here and they don't see anything on ground, and they try one or two efforts to see that, okay, these things are institutionalized.
Confusing. I remember one time.
It's frustrating.
Yeah, I remember one time where I was at a training. It's still organized by the police and all of that. I was just privileged to be part of that training. And then that was the first time in my life I knew what writing statements in the police station was for.
Wow.
There's a course they do, it's called graphology. And that graphology is the use of handwritings to be able to detect or dictate crime, or detect crime rather. But we don't even know what these statements written in police stations are for.
Oh my
They'll be able to tell an aggressive person by how he writes. They'll be able to tell someone who has certain tendencies by how they write. But do we make use of these things here? Again, it boils down to the environment. Is it conducive enough for people to be able to implement what they have learned outside of Nigeria here? So it's one thing to learn it. It's another thing to have an enabling environment to be able to practicalize what you have studied.
Okay, well, you also know that, when you mention matters that concern the statement and all that, that today, because of how bastardized the system too has become, and of course as a result of the levels of literacy that persons have been able to acquire, some persons who do not know how to read and write have even some police officers writing statements
for them.
So it makes you wonder.
So you see the complete
where we're going.
Yes,
the whole process.
The complete aim of that is defeated.
That's just it.
For us, it's like writing statements is to document whether you affirm or you reject the allegations that have been leveled against you. But for them,
it's higher than that.
That training, yes. I remember when a signature, they studied the signature in class, and the tendencies of that signature, if you match it up with the crime that the crimes the person has committed, it actually does, like it corroborates the crime. So you see, a lot of things. A lot of things. They actually
deserve it.
Yes, I think they have the training, but the environment to practicalize what they have learned is where the problem comes. But anyways, let's take these messages and then we're out. This one says, good morning, Martha, and our able man in the studio.
Hey, good morning to you.
Yeah, he said, thank you for the privilege. Nothing changes in my area, but hopefully I'm believing that we are hearing what we're hearing will come to pass. He says about Edo politics, I pray what is happening there does not affect the development and what is right for the middle class. This country, we need a better system and institution, not strong men. This is Triple D from Waru. Thank you so much. Let's take this again.